I'm sitting here, and I'm trying to think of a witty, entertaining introduction for this weekend's Off the Script. I can't do it, man. My brain is fried. I'm looking at myself in the fucking camera, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, JD, you need a fucking shave, bro. It's starting to look like Zack Ryder. And then I'm thinking, do I really want to look like woo, I'm a failure? Probably not. And I'm thinking, how many people usually say, oh my God, JD looks like Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. I can't do it. But do I really want to look like a fucking clown? No, I don't. How many people tell me I look like Damien Sandow? I don't mind that compliment. Damien Sandow's a beast. But do I want to look like a fucking released WWE employee? No, I don't. No. A lot of people tell me I look like Rusev. But do I want to be a bum holding a meaningless title in WWE? I don't. I'll tell you what, though. You're not here for shaving tips, man. This isn't dollarshaveclub.com, okay? I will tell you this, though. You ready? Are you ready? I got fucking mind-blowing, breaking information for you right here. And I'm not talking about fucking no views entertainment, clickbaiting with his fucking titles, hot breaking news, blah, 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 blah. No, none of that shit. I will tell you this, man. This is fucking groundbreaking, state-of-the-art information right here. Okay, you ready? You ready for it? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready, bro. Okay. 1, 2. Are you sure you're ready, bro? I don't know. I might have to cut the show here, man. Fuck the preview and predictions. We all know John Cena is going to win anyway. We all know Roman Reigns is going to win anyway. So what's the sense of me doing a review? Or a preview? What's the sense? Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm wasting 40 minutes of my fucking life while I could be fucking sleeping after a fucking 12-hour shift. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Is off the script, man. Episode 120. I don't know what the fuck I did, man. Episode 122 right here on the number one. You know? Number one. We're number one. I don't give a fuck who else is out there. I think we got more subs than fucking NoDQ.com. So what does that make us? We're more reliable than NoDQ. Look at that. No gripe against those guys. They're doing their thing. But everybody watches off the script, man. Thank you guys so much. Episode 122 right here. Part number 1 for your Money in the Bank weekend preview and predictions right here on Off the Script. Thank you guys so much for spending your weekend with me. We're going to go over the full match card. We're going to go over who I think is going to win Money in the Bank. And my opinion on that has swayed back and forth all weekend. But I'm going to buckle down and I'm going to give you guys one choice and one choice only. I finally made my decision. I'm picking this individual, and you'll hear about it in a couple of minutes. But this is going to be a big show. I was supposed to have Joe on here, but the later it gets, the fucking noise that goes through the fucking ceiling, I can't make too much noise going on into the evening. So me and Joe are probably going to do something on his channel separately. I wanted to have him on Off the Script here, but we're going to figure something else out for you guys so we can bring you the best coverage for Money in the Bank all weekend long. Plus, Saturday and Sunday, I got a lot of news there. A lot of news broke over the last couple of days, so I'm going to try and get you all that information as well the best I can. If any Money in the Bank news and information leaks for the pay-per-view, obviously I will bring you that in separate videos as well all weekend long. I also have another WWE 2K16 match simulation. I was going to say stimulation. No, I'm not stimulating your mother, okay? I'm not doing that this week. I'm taking a fucking break. I'm fucking exhausted. But a match simulation with Luigi. We got Big Red New York, and It's My Yard. We recreated the Money in the Bank 2016 ladder match, but online with 2K16. You can only have 4 guys. There was only 4 of us, but I think you can only have 4 guys online. So that's what we did, and I'll show you that on Saturday. So look forward to that as well. Big weekend planned for Money in the Bank. Let me get through the typical bullshit, guys. Thank you to everybody who continues to support the Patreon, okay? You guys are fucking kicking ass. And if you guys want to support the cause, patreon.com/JD from NY206. I am going to get t-shirts out. You guys keep asking me. I know. You will not be without t-shirts, okay? I am waiting on Barbershop Window. There's a big announcement coming from them in which there's going to be discounts all over the place, okay? So I want to save money on ordering the t-shirts. I want to save you guys money as well if you guys want to go out and buy some extra t-shirts for yourself. I am not allowed to break the news yet, but I will let you know when that is going on and when I am shipping out the t-shirts. I am going to start with the $100 pledges, and then I'm going to work my way down to the $75 and all the way down to the $25 pledges. So you guys are getting t-shirts, and I still have to reach out to you guys because I believe the $75 and the $100 get 2 t-shirts. So I got to figure out what I'm doing with that. Be patient. Everybody's going to be rewarded, and there's going to be new rewards rolling out. There's going to be exclusive only videos and podcasts going up for my patrons, man. So look forward to that in the coming weeks this summer, man. It's going to be fucking awesome for you guys. So if you do want to support and pledge, JD from NY206 on Patreon. That's patreon.com/JD from NY206. Wrestle Rumble. You guys know Wrestle Rumble. They are having a Money in the Bank pick'em, okay? I'm already in it. I got my entry ready to go, man. And I want you guys to do the same. Put your knowledge to the test for this weekend. You can win $1,000. Yes, I am not joking you. $1,000 for first place. I came in third for the last pay-per-view. I am going to do my very best to try and win this money, man. I want you guys to do the same thing. WrestleRumble.com. Enter the pool, fill out the questionnaire, give your picks and your opinions, and you can win some fucking money on Sunday night, man. That is WrestleRumble.com. Go and do it. I expect you guys to do it because I'm in it, and I believe in the fucking brand. I believe in the product, and it's fucking fun, man. Take everything that you know about the product and apply it there and win some fucking money. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong, man. That's WrestleRumble.com. Twitter and YouTube, man. Follow me and subscribe. JD from NY206. WrestleCrate.com. And on Twitter at WrestleCrate. At WrestleCrates, use the coupon code JDSentMe for an instant 10% off. And as always, Barbershop Window. Go to the official partners page. You're going to see off the script right there and get your fucking Roman Reigns. Get off my TV t-shirt for Money in the Bank and beyond for the summer, man. That's barbershopwindow.com. Link is down below in the description. Breaking news before we get into Money in the Bank. Joe and I on Out of Nowhere. I'm assuming you guys seen it if you're following Joe Cronin. Joe and I on Out of Nowhere next Wednesday. Adam Rose. Adam Rose will be on Out of Nowhere. You're not going to want to miss it. This is going to be the biggest episode of Out of Nowhere next Wednesday that we've ever had. So it's going to be fun, man. Make sure you're tuning in for that one. It's a can't miss episode. We are going to ask Adam Rose the questions that everybody wants answered. What the fuck is going on? Adam Rose is going to be on Out of Nowhere, man. So look forward to that next Wednesday. Now, let's get into the Money in the Bank, guys. Money in the Bank this Sunday. And I am usually excited for Money in the Bank, but what I'm not excited for is WWE in 2 instances making this seem like the greatest Money in the Bank pay-per-view of all time. You know, they're stating the facts that 15 years ago, or 15 years in the making for John Cena and AJ Styles, the greatest Money in the Bank pay-per-view of all time, the most watched and the fucking longest weekly running episodic television show in history. Who gives a shit? You sound so fucking retarded, you goon! How many times do we have to hear the scripted garbage, man? Let the fucking pieces fall where they may, and let me enjoy the fucking pay-per-view. I don't need you telling me that it's going to be the greatest pay-per-view of all time, and then we get there, and Roman Reigns wins clean, and John Cena wins clean, and then we all come on YouTube and fucking bitch and moan, and then go right back to watching the fucking garbage on Monday night. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen, man. And if that does happen, there's going to be fucking bloodshed. Because if AJ Styles loses, and if Seth Rollins is pinned clean, I don't want to see the internet after this pay-per-view. I really don't. I really do not want to see the internet after this pay-per-view, man. But Money in the Bank, and I got something in my fucking teeth, man. Jesus Christ. You never know what's going to happen here on Off the Script. I fucking had Chipotle for lunch. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Money in the Bank. I hate the fact that WWE has bragged about a pay-per-view, and we haven't even gotten there yet. You know, you got a fucking very, very challenging task ahead of you with CM Punk and John Cena in 2011. WWE has failed to recreate a storyline that was engaging, that was real, and that fucking took a lot of the WWE universe and had all those people invest their time into what was going on. It felt real. WWE took a real-life situation with CM Punk, and they applied it to television, and they made it the best storyline of that year. There was nothing that even came close to that. Punk was hot. He was going against John Cena, the #1 babyface, and you didn't know what was going on. It felt real, and then when he won the fucking title, we all knew his contract was up, and he walked out of the arena and blew a kiss to Vince McMahon. That was fucking great. Everybody was fucking thrilled. And then CM Punk goes home, because that pay-per-view took place in Chicago. He goes home to the comfort of his own home, and he puts the WWE Championship in the refrigerator and tweets it out. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. WWE, and though that pay-per-view might have been shitty, okay, shitty, it still will live on as one of the best moments, especially in recent memory, on WWE television, and one of those pay-per-views that just left you fucking, oh my god, what the fuck is going to happen? But now WWE, and I'm not knocking WWE for their build of John Cena and AJ Styles. The two men that have been placed in this situation with Styles and Cena, they've been fantastic at what they've done so far. They've been fantastic at what they've done so far, and to me, this is the #1 match on Sunday night. It's not the WWE Championship, because I don't give a shit about Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins really hasn't said much besides what he said on Monday night in the Ambrose Asylum in regards to the WWE Championship. John Cena and AJ Styles have the #1 match this weekend. Okay, everybody's going to be watching what's going to happen with that match. Everybody's going to be fucking dissecting this match under the microscope. Is John Cena going to win? Is John Cena going to win in his first match back after fucking 7 months away? Is WWE finally going to pull the trigger and give AJ Styles an important win? Because we know John Cena is going to win at least one of these matches. He may even win the feud. But AJ Styles, all we know and we're all in agreement here that he needs to win at least one match here. Whether or not he wins the fucking feud, that remains to be seen. But he needs to win one match. Whether that's on Sunday, whether that's at Battleground or SummerSlam, he's got to win one match. But what WWE has done here is they've cheesed this entire feud up with 3 weeks. With 3 weeks of build, they cheesed it up. Okay? I don't need to hear the 15 years in the making. I don't need to hear the fucking WrestleMania rematch, or the WrestleMania match, or the match that's so big it could happen at WrestleMania, or it could main event WrestleMania. Look at this stat by the Wrestling Observer. I want to show you how stupid WWE really is, okay? We have the contract signing between John Cena and AJ Styles. In their limited build thus far, the two have generated what's arguably been the best aspect of the show each and every week, and I can't argue that fact. Monday night included. Hardcore fans may be okay with the WWE billing the match as a WrestleMania-worthy dream match, but the idea that it's 15 years in the making is a little fucking ridiculous. On the most recent episode of the Wrestling Observer radio show, Dave Meltzer pointed out that 15 years ago, John Cena was wrestling for Ultimate Pro Wrestling, UPW. And Styles was still a year away from competing at the King of the Indies tournament. 15 years ago, John Cena and AJ Styles were relative unknowns who were neither a blimp on the WWE's radar. 10 years ago might be a little bit more accurate, but both still in the beginning stages of their respective rises in the business. Continuity might not matter to the casual fan, but it's the little things adding up that makes a big difference in the grand scheme of things. WWE pointing out that it's 15 years in the making, a WrestleMania-worthy dream encounter. Okay, 3 weeks of build, and they're fucking hyping this match as if it fucking has 6 months of build. They cheesed it up already. It's scripted fucking propaganda, and it makes me annoyed and frustrated that I gotta listen to this fucking filth on television every single week, and it's not natural. You know, the WWE is trying to make something important by forcing it upon people instead of letting it fucking happen on its own. I don't get it. The same thing with Seth Rollins. They're forcing Seth Rollins as a heel when they knew for a fact he was going to come back as a babyface. They had him come out as a fucking babyface. They had him come out to the fucking grand reaction that he got, and then he flipped the switch. Right after the fucking last pay-per-view, they flipped the switch on Seth Rollins, and he's fucking belittling the crowd, telling everybody that he's going to burn the fucking fan envelopes that was sent to him during rehabilitation. I don't need anybody. I'm the one rebuilding Seth Rollins. I'm the one reclaiming the title that I never lost. I don't need you fucking clowns. That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. So WWE, again, going against the grain and forcing something on us that isn't natural. It isn't natural. Rollins, yes, plays the heel role. But they all knew he was going to come back as a babyface, and they went against that. WWE, and everybody knows this is a big match with John Cena, AJ Styles, but they got to hammer the fucking fact home every chance that they get, every promo package. I guarantee, I want you guys to watch the pre-show when Money in the Bank happens. I want you to watch the pre-show, and I want you to fucking listen to how fucking scripted, 15 years in the making, WrestleMania-worthy match happening at Money in the Bank. They're gonna fucking drill it and drill it and drill it. I want to watch a show, and I want to interpret things the way I see it. We all know this is a big match. I don't need Michael Cole fucking scripting it up and cheesing it up every fucking week. They didn't do that with CM Punk. They didn't do that with the John Cena CM Punk match. They made it feel important, and the only thing that they fucking did, the only thing that they did with that match was hammer the fact home. What if? What if CM Punk wins the WWE Championship with his last day as a WWE employee nearing? It's the last day of his contract. His contract was expired that night. That was his last match. What if? And they fucking hammer the fact home that Vince McMahon was there, and it was important enough for him to be at ringside so that he doesn't allow his championship to fucking slip into the hands of someone who is now a non-employee. They made it feel real without having to do anything forcefully about the angle. Now we're in 2016, and WWE is nothing but one scripted fucking joke. That's my problem with everything I've seen following WrestleMania. It's all fucking bullshit. The fact that Roman Reigns is nothing but fucking a bulldozer plowing through everybody, Styles clashes, magic killers, boot of doom, fucking chair shots that will level buildings by AJ Styles, and all it takes is one spear to level AJ Styles. And that happened 2 pay-per-views in a row. This is not the new era. This is the fucking bullshit era. The fucking, I don't believe this is happening era. The scripted era. You know? Nothing sounds natural. The unnatural era. And this is a common theme with pay-per-views. I can only imagine what they're going to do with SummerSlam and what fucking cheesy hashtag they're going to come up with SummerSlam. You know? They fucking build Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker for SummerSlam when that happened. Oh, the match too big for WrestleMania. So you're telling me this is not a WrestleMania-worthy match. The rematch too big for WrestleMania, right? WrestleMania is your biggest pay-per-view of the year. So what you're telling me is that SummerSlam is a big enough pay-per-view, it's bigger than WrestleMania to have this match, to house this match? It doesn't make any sense. And they hammered that shit home every fucking week, those two leading up to that match. I fucking hate the scripted bullshit. I really do. And that fucking angers me. It fucking frustrates me as a fan. And I don't mean to bitch and moan about it, but those things and the fucking continuous cycle that WWE just goes through each and every week sound a little bit less scripted. You don't see that from NXT. You don't see that from NXT at all. You know, they never hammer the fact home of fucking saying the same goddamn things over and over and over again. No, they just let Joe and Balor go through 7 months of feud and everything felt real. I mean, Corey Graves sat down with Samoa Joe and Finn Balor in one of the most big fight feel segments that I've seen in recent memory on WWE television. It was Joe and Balor, and in the middle, sitting on a fucking bar stool, was Corey Graves, and he moderated what seemed to be an unscripted segment between the two. They just let them flow naturally. No, but everybody on WWE, down to the fucking announcers, to the cameramen, to the ring announcers, to the fucking timekeeper, everything is fucking scripted. And I wish WWE would lay back a little and fucking let these guys just go out there and feel natural and be natural. You know, we don't need the repetitiveness of 15 years in the making. Obviously, 15 years, according to Dave Meltzer, nailed it right on the head. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's a little out there. It's a little far-fetched. 10 years ago, maybe, but 15 fucking years? Nobody even knew who the fuck John Cena was 15 years ago. But it's 15 years in the making, right? AJ Styles and John Cena, 15 years ago, there's some fucking goon you telling me, oh, I can't wait to see these guys fight 15 years from now. Get the fuck out of here, man. So lame. It embarrasses me to be a fan at times. But that's Money in the Bank. Those are the two big matches at Money in the Bank, and WWE's cheesing the fucking shit up. Seriously. That's my rant. I don't know if that has any particular fucking, effect on the review or the preview, but those are the things that I notice leading up to the pay-per-view. The build. The build is the most important. If WWE can't give us a proper build, then who the fuck is going to care? You know? Seriously. AJ Styles, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, the two big matches happening at Money in the Bank. We also have a ladder match with Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, and Alberto Perro Del Rio. Calling everybody fucking Perro now. Jesus Christ. Tag Team Championship, New Day, Enzo Cass, Vaudevillains, and The Club. United States Championship, Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. I think I'll be sleeping with Brother Nero on that fucking match. Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Natalya and Becky Lynch, and then Apollo Crews versus Sheamus, and then the pre-show, Baron Corbin on the pre-show again, the lone wolf. He's gonna fucking be a lone man on the pre-show for the rest of his career, apparently. Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin on the pre-show. Let's start off with that one. I mean, what do I say here? How many fucking times are they gonna go at it? You know, they were billed for a wrestling match. Dolph Ziggler had the fucking wrestling helmet on, the earmuffs, the fucking Rick Steiner helmet. And that was supposed to happen on Monday Night Raw. What happened to that? What happened to that? Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin again in a match nobody gives a shit about. I mean, how many times are these guys going to go at it? Seriously. This should have been over fucking 2 months ago. The best thing about this match is that Mauro Ranallo is going to be calling it again, because the last match that they had, he made it feel like a 5-star match. He made every fucking movement in that match feel important. And when Baron Corbin won, he made it feel like he won the world fucking title. So that's the only thing I'm looking forward to this match. Who's going to win? Dolph Ziggler doesn't need a win. Baron Corbin needs to win. I think Baron Corbin has big upside on the WWE roster, and they got to get this guy into a meaningful feud so that he can be on the main card of the pay-per-view, because, you know, WWE, there were reports going around saying, oh, yeah, the pre-show is just as much as the pay-per-view as the actual pay-per-view is. Bullshit. Bullshit. Nobody's watching at home. You're either fucking making a beer run, you're taking a shit, you're walking the dog, you're taking out the trash, you're fucking your wife. Something during the pre-show, because you got a half an hour to kill. It's nothing but fucking Renee Young and Booker T and Jerry Lawler, blah, 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 spewing the same garbage on the pre-show, and then you got fucking 5 minutes of a match. So who's watching the fucking pre-show and actually giving a shit? Nobody. Nobody. Get Corbin on the main card, fucking end this feud, and I see an end of days, Brother Nero, for Baron Corbin. He beats Dolph Ziggler on the pre-show. Apollo Crews versus Sheamus here. It's new era versus old era, apparently. I like this, okay? I was hoping this was leading to a match. Apollo Crews needed something of substance to fucking sink his teeth into on the main roster. This is his first taste of a feud on Monday Night Raw, or since joining Monday Night Raw. Sheamus, the guy had absolutely no direction in the WWE. They put him with the League of Nations. They went nowhere. They were a fucking joke. They eventually broke them up. Wade Barrett left. He's no longer with the WWE, or they released him, I should say. Rusev went on his own. He's the United States Champion. Del Rio's in the ladder match. They all went on their own separate ways. Sheamus was the one floating around, not really doing anything of importance. Until one night in which Apollo Crews was being interviewed by Renee Young, Sheamus just fucking brutally attacked Apollo Crews in the back, stating that you guys are happy about the new era. You want to talk about a new era. I am the old era, and we're going to do things according to me, you know? So Sheamus has some fucking character. He's got some direction just based off that one segment, and it automatically gives Apollo Crews something to do. And I think this is going to be a very, very good match. Sheamus is very, very good in the ring. He's always decent. He never gives you a bad match. We all know what Apollo Crews is capable of. And if WWE is smart here, they would have Apollo Crews come out, win this match at Money in the Bank, and pretty much, nail home a victory. He needs it. He needs a big victory. Apollo Crews has not had that big victory since joining the main roster. Baron Corbin has had a few wins over Dolph Ziggler. Sami Zayn is doing his thing. We need Apollo Crews to get on board here, man. He needs a big win, and I think we're going to see that fucking twisting powerbomb to Sheamus, and Apollo Crews is going to win at Money in the Bank. Why? Because he needs it. Hopefully WWE sees that way as well. Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Natalya and Becky Lynch. I don't see any reason for Charlotte and Dana Brooke to win this match. This is not for the Women's Championship. A loss here is not going to diminish or harm Charlotte in any way. Dana Brooke can easily take the pin, and they can play on that continuing storyline that Dana Brooke, cannot fail, that Dana Brooke is making Charlotte look bad, and I think Becky and Natalya really need a win here. Becky really hasn't been doing anything. Natalya has been on the losing end of her feud with Charlotte. Having both of these women win in a tag team scenario here against Charlotte and Dana Brooke, not going to harm Charlotte. She's not going to lose the title. Dana Brooke's still getting her feet wet on the main roster. Natalya and Becky Lynch need a win here, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Natty and Becky Lynch going to win this tag team match. Dana Brooke going to take the pinfall in this match. Rusev versus Titus O'Neil for the United States Championship. Must be great to be Titus O'Neil, out 60 days via suspension for grabbing Vince McMahon's arm during Daniel Bryan's retirement. He's out 60 days, he comes back, and he's automatically put into a U.S. Championship match. Who the fuck's better than Titus O'Neil? Even though the title doesn't mean anything, he's still in a championship match. He's still getting a nice payday on pay-per-view, fighting for one of the mid-card titles. Must be great to be Titus O'Neil, man. Maybe everybody should go and grab Vince McMahon's arm. Seriously. But Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. Rusev has been made to look very, very good leading up to this match. It was a brutal attack on Titus O'Neil on Monday Night Raw, in which he delivered the accolade twice, and it took about 6 or 7 referees to pull Rusev off. He's just been looking like an unstoppable, crazed monster, and that's baby steps in getting him right back to where he belongs. Everybody was afraid that when John Cena came back, he was going to be thrusted back into the United States Championship picture and pretty much be given the title since losing it to Del Rio. Then he went out for injury. That was everybody's assumption, that John Cena was going to be the United States Champion. He was going to win the title again from Rusev after they just gave it to him, pretty much burying Rusev again, going back to the U.S. Open challenges on Monday Night Raw. But WWE didn't go with that. They're going with AJ Styles and John Cena. So Rusev here, going to remain the champion. He's going to win this match. I do not see anything as far as championship gold is concerned with Titus O'Neil. Not taking anything away from the guy. I just don't care about Titus O'Neil, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't care about Titus O'Neil as well. So Rusev, United States Championship, defending the title. He's going to retain the title at Money in the Bank because it doesn't make any sense to take it off of him. It really does not. WWE Tag Team Championship, New Day versus Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains versus the Club. It's a fatal 4-way. Not sure if it's going to be Texas Tornado style rules. It's probably just going to be, regular tag. I don't know what WWE is planning here as far as the Vaudevillains go. I don't see them factoring into this match or the outcome at all. Enzo and Cass, I do not think it's time for them to win the titles. It is not their time. Okay, there were reports going around that WWE is thinking about breaking them up via the brand split and the draft. Vince McMahon is very high on Big Cass. They got big plans for Enzo as well. I got a new story on that coming up later this weekend on Off the Script. It is not the right time to break these guys up. And being that they are in the top 5, and if someone tweeted me numbers and figures as far as merchandise sales go. If you're one of those guys that tweeted me the merchandise figures via Twitter and, you guys wanted to fill me in on that, if you guys can find that news article about merchandise sales and Roman Reigns being 26th in merchandise sales with Enzo and Cass, Nakamura, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles in the top 5, let me know who you are and where you found that article. If you guys want to go and find the article for me and post it in the comments, I would really like to shut up those people who think I'm talking shit because I know what I've seen. Enzo and Cass are in the top 5. I think they're number 2, actually, for merchandise sales on WWEshop.com. That alone is not going to break them up, okay? WWE would be foolish to break up a tag team whose merchandise sales are nearing the number 1 seller in the company. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You got the New Day, Enzo and Cass in the top 5. You got fucking Kevin Owens. You got Nakamura and AJ Styles. All the indie darlings in the top 5 and NXT talent in the top 5 for WWE. What does that tell you? It means the fans want to see a changing of the guard. Okay, Enzo and Cass, though, they might be the most popular team in WWE. I do not see them winning the titles here. I do not see them winning at all, and I don't think it's their time. Couple of more months, and yes, I will agree it is their time. It's got to be a right time and a right place for this to happen because WWE has an absolutely breakout moment on their hands, and they should not take that away from us, the fans, or both Enzo and Cass. New Day, in my honest opinion, are going to retain the titles. Why? Because if you have them go on into SummerSlam, I think they will break the all-time record for tag team title reign in the WWE in the modern era. I don't want New Day to lose the titles just yet. They've been so dominant and so entertaining and so great for that division. It's not right to take them off the New Day just yet. The club, yes, it does make sense for the club to win it, but I don't think they need it. I think if AJ Styles wins at Money in the Bank and then the club do not win the title, as long as they're not pinned. If the club loses but is not pinned, it's okay. You don't want to have the club and AJ Styles lose at the same pay-per-view because it's not going to make them look good. And WWE's priority right now, at least one of their priorities, should be making the club look good. You can't have the club lose, Anderson and Gallows, in this tag team match and then have AJ Styles lose. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen that way, but I would not be surprised if WWE does have both of them lose. But the club not going to walk out the tag team champions. Vaudevillains certainly aren't walking out. Enzo and Cass is not the right time. This is all leading, or at least needs to lead, to the New Day versus Enzo and Cass at SummerSlam. After what we've seen on Monday Night Raw, they built an entire promo around fucking Kofi Kingston's sneakers, and it was fucking entertaining as fuck. Can you imagine 4 or 5 weeks of build between these two teams, and then obviously getting heated to the point where a match happens, Enzo and Cass roll into Brooklyn, beat the New Day, slay the fucking reign that is the New Day, and win the tag team championships in New York? Can you imagine fucking 15, 16,000 people at the Barclays Center just exploding with Enzo and Cass winning the tag team titles? That is a moment that could be one of the best of 2016. WWE should not steer away from that plan. New Day retains the titles, walk out of Money in the Bank, still your tag team champions. Money in the Bank ladder match, Sami Zayn versus Cesaro versus Chris Jericho versus Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens versus Alberto Del Rio. Jericho's not winning. Cesaro's not winning. Alberto Del Rio is not winning, and Sami Zayn is not winning. I wouldn't mind if Sami Zayn won, but I do not think Sami Zayn is going to factor into the WWE Championship. This is merely going to come down to Ambrose and Owens. WWE had 7 slots ready for this match, and they took that away about 3 weeks ago. We were all wondering who the 7th man is going to be. Is it going to be Bray Wyatt returning to fucking reclaim his throne in the WWE and finally get what he deserves? Is it going to be a returning Randy Orton, a mystery opponent? Was John Cena before he announced, his comeback and going one-on-one with AJ Styles? Was it going to be John Cena throwing his name into the hat against everybody else and win Money in the Bank? And then challenge Roman Reigns at SummerSlam? There was a bunch of multiple scenarios that WWE could go with. But it's only 2. It's either Ambrose or Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens on one hand, you got to keep this in mind. Kevin Owens, on one hand, is the best heel on the main roster, okay? He's not the best heel in the WWE. I think that honor goes to Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe is the best heel in entire WWE. Owens is the best heel on the main roster. He's been great. He certainly deserves it. His work ethic has fucking come so far. If you watched him and monitored him and fucking watched what he did, dating back to his debut against John Cena and where he is right now in 2016, Owens and his work rate and the shit that he's done all year, he's become more comfortable on the mic. He's becoming a natural on Monday Night Raw. He just now is more comfortable on Monday Night Raw in the roles that WWE has given him. He certainly deserves a run with the briefcase, and everybody is saying that Owens is the odds-on favorite. Even the bookies in Las Vegas are proclaiming that Kevin Owens is going to win the Money in the Bank. He's going to be Mr. Money in the Bank for 2016. Now, you got to keep in mind that WWE, when it comes to the bookies in Vegas, they like to go against the grain. They like to troll everybody, and they like to give people something that really isn't expected. If Owens is expected, a heavy favorite to win this match, I expect WWE to go another direction. That's where Dean Ambrose comes into play. With Dean Ambrose on Monday Night Raw in that Ambrose Asylum, you can't tell me with a straight face that you were not excited at the possibility of a Shield triple threat. Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose fighting over the WWE Championship, whether that happens at SummerSlam or whether Ambrose, goes into WrestleMania and challenges both Rollins and Reigns for a triple threat match at WrestleMania. That could headline any fucking pay-per-view from now up until WrestleMania 33. That's the direction WWE needs to go. That is the route that WWE needs to explore. That is the risk WWE needs to take. It's the most intriguing option. It provides the most provocative fucking entertainment that there is on WWE television. And if Owens wins, the only thing about Owens winning that makes sense to me is that it gives Roman Reigns a true heel to work with. If they want to continue pushing this fucking produced, fucking scripted, manufactured garbage and go against the grain that Roman Reigns is the fucking face of the company, if he really is the face, Kevin Owens would be that number one heel to go against the number one face in Roman Reigns. That's obviously something that could work, okay? But the more intriguing option is Dean Ambrose winning Money in the Bank, and you don't know what the fucking lunatic fringe is going to do. Whether they turn him heel, whether they just tease the Money in the Bank going on through the rest of the year. I don't see Reigns and Rollins out of the WWE Championship picture. I don't for the remainder of the year. They're going to be there all year round. So why wouldn't it make sense if you put Dean Ambrose in there? That's the main glaring thing I want you guys to think about. Are Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins going to be out of the WWE Championship picture for the remainder of 2016? No. No, they're not. This is going to be a continuous thing all through the rest of the year. Why not have Dean Ambrose a part of that? It just makes sense. It really just makes sense to me. Owens, yes, deserves it. I would love to see Owens win it, but I think the more intriguing option here is Dean Ambrose, and I'm making a bold prediction. I'm going with Dean Ambrose to win Money in the Bank. It just makes the most sense out of everything. Ambrose is your Money in the Bank. And by the way, there was a poster going around claiming that life was easier when you're Mr. Money in the Bank, or life is easier when there is money in the bank. With Dean Ambrose on the cover for Battleground. That was debunked as fake. It was photoshopped. It said June 24th, or whatever the fucking date was and the month was. Obviously, Battleground's in July. It's not in June. So that was a mocked-up hoax there, or a fraud poster of Battleground for the next pay-per-view with Dean Ambrose on it. So do not play into those rumors. I am still going with Dean Ambrose walking out Mr. Money in the Bank. John Cena versus AJ Styles, going to be the match of the night. This is eerily similar to what happened here with the first match that John Cena and Kevin Owens had. And John Cena versus Kevin Owens, that first match was fucking great. Owens walked out the winner. Owens shocked everybody by beating John Cena. He was the NXT champion. He was the stud. He came in, he beat John Cena, and got his first big win on WWE pay-per-view, shocking everybody. It was a great fucking moment, not only for the WWE, but for Kevin Owens. And John Cena put Kevin Owens over. John Cena eventually won the feud, but that doesn't mean Kevin Owens was made to look any less, because Kevin Owens is going to be a future WWE champion, mark my words. So it really didn't do anything but help Kevin Owens. AJ Styles and John Cena, AJ Styles doesn't need any help, but it goes to show you what WWE thinks of AJ Styles. WWE Championship match with Roman Reigns. He's in a main event spot twice in a row, now 3 times in a row with Roman Reigns, and now John Cena at Money in the Bank. WWE knows, or I hope they do, what they have in AJ Styles. Whether they made the right decision or not, that remains to be seen. And more times than not, they did not make the right decision. AJ Styles really, really should have been made to look great in the match with Roman Reigns, and they did not make him look good at all. That was all about getting Roman over and feeding the Roman agenda and making him fucking Superman 2.0, and it was just fucking sickening. Every instance that they got, they buried the club and they buried AJ Styles. And I don't like throwing that word around, but they buried AJ Styles. I do not think WWE is immediately going to go for that type of outcome. AJ Styles comes off 2 losses to Roman Reigns. You know, he is spewing shit to John Cena. John Cena came back with the one fucking thing that really got under a lot of people's skin, and it makes you fucking think. You couldn't get the job done against Roman Reigns. What makes you think you're going to get the job done against John Cena? Just by that one line alone, I think AJ Styles is going to win this match. Not only did he not beat Roman Reigns, he didn't win the WWE Championship, and he was pretty much embarrassed with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And every opportunity that WWE had to fucking put these guys together with one another, they were embarrassed. AJ Styles is going to walk into Money in the Bank. He's going to give us a fucking great match. John Cena is going to gain a lot of people's respect at Money in the Bank, going one-on-one with AJ Styles. I think they're going to give us a fucking great match, 20-plus minutes. It's going to be very reminiscent, very similar to what they did with Kevin Owens. And AJ Styles is going to walk out of Money in the Bank, winning the first match of 3 here. My prediction is going to be Money in the Bank, Battleground, and it's going to end at SummerSlam. AJ Styles is going to win this first match at Money in the Bank. Why? Because he has to. He has to win it. WWE needs to give this guy a big win. A win for AJ Styles means the fucking world after what this guy's been through. It means the world to AJ Styles because he is in desperate need of momentum. John Cena, a loss to John Cena is not going to do anything to John Cena. He will not be harmed. He will not look any different from the fans' perspective. AJ Styles needs to win here. It's just logical and it makes sense. I do not think the WWE is this stupid to have AJ Styles walk out of Money in the Bank with a loss. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't want it to happen. And I don't think the WWE can be that ignorant. Styles wins. He wins with a Styles Clash, and that is it. That's it. AJ Styles is going to walk out Money in the Bank with a W on Sunday. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, WWE Championship. This one, you know, I'm not really that excited for. We kind of knew this was coming, but WWE jumped the gun, and they're giving us this match right now. I figured they would have waited till at least SummerSlam to do something with these guys, but they went right for the fucking throat with this match. Money in the Bank, WWE Championship match. I do not see Roman Reigns losing this match at all. He's going to walk out by any means necessary. Whatever fucking decision they come up with, he is still going to be WWE Champion. It's going to be too soon to take the belt off of him. I don't see them taking the belt off of him. I don't see Rollins walking in, not having a match yet on WWE television since his return and winning the title immediately. There's got to be at least some build to it. That's why I think Dean Ambrose is going to factor in, and we're going to get this Shield drama leading up to one big match between those 3 guys for the WWE Championship. What's the decision going to be? I don't know, man. I really don't know. A DQ, a count-out, some type of screwy finish that keeps the belt on Roman but doesn't make Rollins look bad. I don't see Rollins taking a pin here. There's going to be some type of fucking WWE over-the-top scripted fucking cheesy ending to end this pay-per-view. Roman Reigns is going to win the match. He's going to win and walk out the WWE Champion, but Rollins is not going to take the pinfall. How that happens, I have no fucking idea. But all I know is Roman Reigns is going to walk out the WWE Champion, and then we're going to get another 2-3 matches with these guys, and that's going to be that. Hopefully, in the end, Seth Rollins wins back the title that he never lost. And that is your Money in the Bank preview and predictions, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I should be on Joe's channel sometime this week doing a Money in the Bank preview with him and OK Fabe as well, so look forward to that. Everything you guys need as far as videos go down in the description of this very video. Make sure you guys check everything out that I've done all week long, and I'll be back on Saturday with news and rumors, man, leading up into Money in the Bank. Keep it right here for all your Money in the Bank 2016 coverage leading up to the pay-per-view and the official review right here on my channel. I'm JD. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you right back here on Saturday morning for part 2 of Off the Script. Until then, guys, take care. I'll see you on Saturday morning.